the Tshegofatso Pule murder case has taken a new turn as the man alleged to be the mastermind revealed his link to the convicted killer Muzikayise Malephane. Now, these details emerged in Ntuthuko Shoba's second bail application in the Roodepoort Magistrate's Court yesterday, where he also talked about his relationship with Pule. Newzroom Africa's Mnisi, who's closely following this case, filed this report.
After all, I could not imagine hiring someone I know to take a hit on the mother of my child.
Ntuthuko Shoba maintains his innocence. He paints a picture of future parents happily anticipating the arrival of their unborn child. He says this even featured in their conversation on the day she disappeared, and he aims to continue on this trajectory to prove his innocence. One of the things to clear up is his link with the murderer.
I further add that I know Malephane as he was selling cigarettes and alcohol during lockdown. I used to buy from him during lockdown. That is the only conversation I had with him over the phone at any given time or date, and that or date that I cannot remember because my phone is in police custody. I will reveal further information of how I know him during the subsequent trial.
Shoba is so confident he wants to take the police on.
The police have had my mobile phone since June 2020, but failed to arrest me as there was no evidence linking me to the crime. I strongly dare and challenge the police to print any conspiracy, since they have my phone and bring forward my communication that proves that I have had a conversation with Malephane to murder the deceased.
He believes the state's case against him is weak, and that it only relies on what he describes as Malephane's untruthful and dishonest plea.
I further submit that I will strongly dispute any conspiracy to murder the deceased with Malephane, regardless of his misleading, untruthful, dishonest plea. Anyway, it worked for him because he murdered the deceased and my unborn child and escaped life sentence. His motive is very clear, and I will test this motive and credibility during the trial.
He says being on bail will also allow him to prepare and build a strong defense. This will also involve getting his cell phone to provide proof with bank statements and phone records.
We are still dealing with the application for him to be released on bail. So much of the merits of the case, because what you're asking me about now forms part of the merits of the case, and that is for a later period when we are now dealing with the trial itself. So much of those details will unfold where we now need to prove beyond reasonable doubt that indeed a crime was committed, and he will also be given a chance to place his defense during trial and dispute whatever that the state will be bringing forth.
The family says it still stands by the fact that Muzi's plea confirmed their suspicions and that he is being dishonest. The state will now study Ntuthuko Shoba's affidavit and will respond on the 22nd of April. For Newzroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Mnisi at the Roodepoort Magistrate's Court.